Doctors of Reddit, what is something that you wish everyone knew about their body? You need some kind of exercise. Doesn't matter how you feel right now. Sitting for 12 to 16 hours a day will have negative consequences. I got a new job since last November that has me on my feet for around 6 hours a day minimum. After years of desk work, I'm down 2 holes on my belt since I did the same thing. I wasn't fat, but I was getting tubby and weak from working at a computer. My face was fat, even, pay cut, on my feet 10 hours. Do a lot of laboring here and there, work with and around a lot of interesting, funny people. Exercise after work now too. Never been happier or in better shape. Nothing gets to me at the moment. I feel like being physically busy all the time has done something to my entire self.
Some things just don't belong in your rectum. Edit, woke up to a whole lot of upvotes, goddamn. This is a first for me, so I'm not sure what to do with it, but thanks for the platinum. And just to be clear, no, I'm not a doctor, just a concerned citizen who spent entirely too much time on the internet. End of thread. Good night everybody. Wait, how do we don't? But that's the answer that every medical professional who's worked a week or two in the ER is going to give. And radiology techs too. We know he's a doctor.
That administering CPR compressions as soon as possible is one of the greatest indicators of successful outcomes. Had a guy roll in post-Torsades arrest. The guy behind him at the DMV, when he went down, was an ICU nurse who started compressions within seconds and got the ED attached. Patient came in talking with his only complaint being chest pain from the compressions. I wouldn't have believed it if the medics hadn't given me the rhythm strip. This is very anecdotal but amazing nonetheless.
You often will feel normal even with high blood pressure. It's often found incidentally, so don't wait until it gives you symptoms you don't want to go through. Edit, to all those wondering how to figure out if it's asymptomatic, get checked at least once a year if you're over 35Y. There's no other way. Edit 2, thank you for the silver and gold kind strangers. So very true. My dad always had high blood pressure and it only became a problem in his 50s. My husband has high blood pressure too and I keep telling him to ask a doctor about it. When my dad was his age, he didn't have any health problems either. Now he has to take heart medication and had to change his lifestyle drastically. I'm only 29, was having serious palpitations and it was only then discovered I was walking around with BP of 180/134. Only symptom was the palpitations, which only happened once. I'm on the lowest possible dose of bisoprolol and it has my BP totally under control. You feel a bit drowsy for the first 10 days, then totally fine. Tell your husband to sort it out.
Don't do DIY surgery or hold off on reporting things that are obvious warning signs. Don't be the guy who tried to remove his skin cancer with a knife. Doctors hate him. They really do. See how he removed skin cancer with nothing but a box knife. Oh, that one weird old trick.
His is going to sound really basic, but I wish my patients would know what meds they are on when they come to the hospital. At least once a day comes somebody in who goes, yeah, I take 8 pills in the morning, 3 in the evening, and 4 at lunch, but don't ask me which. You're a doctor, you should know. I beg of you, before going to a doctor that has never seen you before, write your meds, doses, and all on a piece of paper. Edit, I was on shift and just now noticed that this blew up. Just to clarify, I work in Germany on the internal medicine ward. I can only see patients' record if they were in my hospital or in the neighboring hospital, otherwise I have to call their family doc, who may or may not be at all times available. I mostly just send a family member home to bring the goodies bag so that we can go over them, but as you can imagine, that takes a lot of time. Thank you for the silvers. I shall treasure them forever.
Vaginas are self-cleaning and douching does more harm than good because it flushes out all the good bacteria that's meant to be there. Edit, I made this comment at 2 AM and my eyes skipped over the part where it says doctors of Reddit. Oops, I'm not a doctor, just a person with a vagina tired of all the unhealthy vaginal misconceptions. Also, if you are going to wash down there, use soap without fragrance and clean just the outside. Kinda similar to how full water changes on your aquarium remove most of the good nitrifying bacteria in there, and thus should be avoided till the vagina is basically an aquarium.
My phone is acting up, so if this has already been posted I apologize, but women, please do not use soap or douching products inside your vagina. It has a delicate pH balance and this is how you get yeast infections. Wash your labia, do not clean internally. The vagina is self-cleaning just like your eyeballs. Do you wash your eyeballs? No. Do you wash your face? Yes. The vagina is self-cleaning, just like your eyeballs. Do you wash your eyeballs? No. This is a great way to explain it. My eyes are up here. Sorry, I was staring at your labia.
How to check for skin cancer. If you see any moles or anything that are A. asymmetrical, B. odd borders, like they are jagged or something, C. color, different colors, D. diameter, grows, E. evolves, go get it checked out. It might be skin cancer. What if I'm fully covered, and I mean covered, in tattoos and I'm still paranoid about this? I'm a ginger, and covered in freckles and moles, so I go to the dermatologist once a year for a mole check. Basically, a trained professional looks at all my spots, and makes notes of any they want to keep an eye on. Next time I'm in, they double check those to see if they've changed /grown /etc. I've had 2 sketchy ones lopped off so far. Thankfully, both turned out to be benign. I think this needs to be my next step. My freckles have started to basically merge, so I'm covered on brown splotches, as opposed to a lot of brown dots. I'd never be able to find questionable marks, even if I wanted to.
Where the orifice each gender urinates through really is. Antibiotics are not some magic cure for every pain in your body, nor for the flu or common cold. Never ever boil breast milk. In my country there is a popular belief that breast milk jaundice in newborns can be treated by boiling one's breast milk, but by doing this you destroy all the nutrients and it basically becomes as nutritious as water is. Do not give honey to children below the age of 1. Do not rub your child with rubbing alcohol as to lower his fever. Baby wipes don't substitute daily baths/showers. Yes, I am a pediatrician. Antibiotics are not some magic cure for every pain in your body, nor for the flu or common cold. This is a common belief among my peers, which is weird, because I'm a biology major and you'd think biology majors would know this.
That the immune system is an incredibly complex and nuanced organization of cells that communicates readily to destroy anything deemed hostile within the body. It helps explain why vaccines are supposed to work, why allergies come and go, and why transfusions/transplants are hard to successfully pull off. Edit. A lot of people are asking how allergies work, so here is a brief explanation using pollen. Allergic rhinitis. As an example, your immune system senses pollen in the body. It doesn't appear to be one of your cells, so the B cell collects samples of it, relays it to a helper T cell, which in turn helps specialize the B cell to become one of 2 cells, effector and memory cells. Effectors mass produce antibodies, while memory cells are reserved for future invasions. This is why initial exposure to a new substance may not necessarily trigger allergic responses. The signal is still weak as the immune system is still acclimating to a foreign particle. Antibodies flood the pollen particles and signal for basophils/mast cells to release histamine, the hormone responsible for inflammatory responses. This is where the runny noses and sneezing come into play, and for more severe allergies, anaphylactic shock. Allergies may fade out over time for several reasons. When exposed to a non-threatening level of an allergy for a long enough time, the body decides that it's not really a threat anymore. Furthermore, as people age, the immune system weakens, making it harder to detect and overreact to allergies. My immune system is so complex, it attacks my own body. Good times. Good times.
I'm a dentist and if you don't take care of your gums your teeth will fall out of your head and you'll get pissed at me when your jawbone atrophies and your denture doesn't fit anymore. Edit. Essentially periodontitis causes inflammation and recession of the gums, which in turn cause inflammation and recession of bone. After that, teeth start getting mobile and falling out. EDIT2. I appreciate you all asking questions and trying to improve your oral health, but without doing an exam and x-rays there's very little I can actually recommend other than using one of those new patient coupons you get from every dentist in the neighborhood to get checked out. Also I love that dentists aren't D0CT0RZ comments LMAO. I'll think about them when I do the 2 surgeries I have planned tomorrow. Smiley face. How do you take care of your gums? Beyond brushing/flossing teeth every day, that is. Mine are constantly swollen and it seems like nothing I do can help. Swollen how? Are they bleeding or do they just look kind of odd? Without doing a full exam there's not much for me to go on, but brushing and flossing regularly is the best first step you can take, so you're doing good in that department. You might just need to go to the dentist and get a cleaning, or even deep cleaning, scaling/root planing, to get the plaque levels down enough that your home care will take care of the rest.
That they only have one in their behavior now, drinking, smoking, not taking medicines, or whatever, will impact their life quality and expectancy. Sounds logical, but very few patients really realize it. Yep, even if you're handling it fine now doesn't mean you'll handle it forever. The amount of people in their 50s with liver cirrhosis is too damn high.
I'm a vet, but I'm sure some doctors will have come across this too. Amputated limbs do not grow back. I've had far too many people asking how long it will take for their pet's amputated limb to grow back, so I'm assuming a few doctors out there will have had patients asking the same of their own missing limbs.
Thank you for watching this fantastic video. Please tap one of the 4 videos on the screen for another amazing Ultra Reddit video.